Happy February 2024. My name is Sammy Midler and I am your Austin, Texas realtor. So first off, a couple announcements. This weekend I'm running the half marathon with my friend and we're a little nervous. We're mostly excited, but this is our first half marathon. So we're running about a 12-minute pace. We're more like talking and running, like trying to forget that we're actually running. So if you're going to be at the event, we will see you there. And then last week, Keller Williams, my office, had their awards ceremony, and I was very surprised. I got awarded top producer for an individual and top luxury sale, so that was very exciting and unexpected. Yay. And then I just closed on a home in St. Louis, Missouri with my sister. She's moving there, and that was really exciting to buy something with another person. And now instead of paying rent, she's actually paying into her equity, paying the mortgage and then building wealth. So we're both owners, we're co-owners. So if you have any questions about how to, like if you have a friend, a sibling, a child, anyone in your family who you want to help buy something with, I can talk to you about that. We've now done it twice. We actually bought a condo together in 2022, renovated it. It was her primary residence. So she was paying the mortgage, and then I did the down payment, and then I paid for the renovations. And now because of work, sorry, my dog is lying down he keeps moving the tripod. Like, why, dog? Why? He was like, because I'm comfier, like in this way. Sorry. So, okay. Yep. So we bought the condo, we renovated it. She was intending on living there for forever, but then her job changed. So what's really cool, guys, is that she would have just been paying rent to a landlord, never getting any of it back. And now we're going to sell it, and she's going to be making money from just 1 year, just making a nice chunk of money that's going to help with the moving costs. I mean, right? This is amazing. We love this. We love this. And then I'm, of course, going to get reimbursed basically when we sell it. All that money I put into it, I'm getting it back. So I feel good about life. And main thing for me is just the purpose. I'm helping my sister. We were going to own something together. I was good. But now it's even better because we bought a house, and condos have HOA fees. So we're excited to not have to pay that because you don't get it back, But anyway, we bought a house, no HOA fees. And it's just so much cheaper in St. Louis. So we're actually going to be buying more property together in the future. So if you have any questions about how to co-purchase a property anywhere in the country, I have real estate agents because I'm with Keller Williams. I have real estate agent connections in all the cities, all the states. So no matter where you are, I had someone ask about Syracuse, New York, because she has a daughter going to college there. And so I reached out, I call all the realtors, make sure that they, are specialized in the type of house that my clients want to buy or sell. And then I vet them, and then I introduce them, and then they're in good hands. Because my standards for customer service are pretty high. If you've worked with me, that's what I'm looking for in other realtors. So I'm going to make sure you're in good hands with someone else. So yeah, co-investing doesn't have to be in Austin. It could be anywhere in the world. And you could be buying property with a friend, your daughter, son, a relative, and just another investor, right? So there's just things to think about. And if you have any questions, let me know. This is the second property we bought together. And then, of course, we'll close on it together. We haven't listed our condo yet. So we'll have done 3 transactions together, 2 buys and 1 sell. It's just exciting. And I'm so excited for her too, because it's changing her life in a very positive way. Like, I'm winning, she's winning. It's just a win-win. So if you're curious about it, let me know. All right, so that's that. I also hired a social media intern. So I'm so excited to see how, she can help my business, how I can help her. It's going to be great. We onboarded her this morning, so she'll start soon. So that's a lot of news. That's a lot of announcements. Thanks for listening. Now let's get into the stats. What's happening in Austin, Texas real estate market in February? Okay, so we are looking at last month's stats. So in the city of Austin, the median sales price is about the same as last year. Closed sales are about the same, sales dollar volume about the same. Months of inventory, 3.2. That has ticked up a little bit since last January. However, here's the thing I want to say. Gosh, in an ideal world, I would have enough time to create this data that would show the months of inventory depending on the area in Austin and the price point. Because what we're seeing is for varying price points, there's a different months of inventory. So obviously, affordability is a factor. If something is affordable, it's not staying on the market very long. So we have a lot of overpriced properties sitting on the market. We have a lot of houses that maybe there's something a little off about them sitting on the market. And then we have lots of properties that are just not in everybody's affordable reach. So take 3.2 months of inventory with a grain of salt, please. It really depends on what you're looking for or what your home, what your category is in. 3.2 months of inventory. It's actually pretty low. That's a pretty low inventory. So consider anything less than 500,000. It's even less than that. Okay, that's kind of how it goes. All right. Moving on. New listings, active, pending, those are all about the same as last year. Average days on market, a little bit longer. Things are sitting on the market a little longer. Of course, it's January. Things are slow in January, which is why the next slide I'm going to show you is last year's January, February, March, April to kind of show you what happens. And that's probably what's going to happen this year. It's a seasonal thing. And since interest rates really haven't moved much from last year, they probably will do what we did last year, maybe a little bit busier because people are sick of waiting. But if you remember in 2022, that's when the big shift happened. Whew, lots of price corrections in 2023, just a huge shift, which you'll see in the next slide. Average close to list price. So you're getting about 7% off of the list price. Obviously not when it's less than 500,000. It really just depends on where the property is priced. So I think a lot of people are pricing their properties high and kind of expecting to have to negotiate. You know what I mean? So when you see something listed at, I don't know, 650, you might be able to get it for a little less than that. It just depends on if it's worth 650 and that's a good price. It just depends on how motivated the seller is, the condition of it. Many factors go into what you're going to get. What the buyer is going to get the property for. All right, let's go to the next slide. All right, so here is last year, 2023. In January, the median sales price was $525. Now, remember in January, it's always kind of the leftovers of what happened after the holidays. So things tick down during the holiday season. So they usually start out pretty low. The prices are pretty low in January, and then the market picks up and competition rises and the prices tend to tick up. And they did do that last year. If you look to the right of the median price, it shows the year over year it decreased. Now, of course, in 2022, the market was still on fire. So, of course, in 2023, there was a decrease of the overall median price. But let's look at the months, what happened. Basically, they're around 530, January, February, March. And then in April, I think if I remember correctly, I think their interest rates did tick down. There was a couple clients I remember were able to get a 3.75. They were able, they bought down points. They bought down the points, but they were able to get a really good interest rate. And of course, if you're way up in the sevens, it's really hard to get down to threes. So it did tick down. So we don't know what's going to happen this year. That's what happened last first quarter. It's pretty seasonal. We start January pretty low and then it gets busier. And then summer, usually you see the highest prices. And then it gets slow in August. It's too hot to move. So maybe people are just not moving. And then it ticks back up in the fall and then kind of calms down during the holidays. So if things happen like they happened last year, the Fed is not really moving anything that much, nothing drastic happens, then it's probably just going to be a repeat of last year. So the question is, do you need to buy or sell or invest? And is it smart to do it now or wait? Depends on who you are and what you want. But I'm thinking if you're a buyer, I would get into these good prices now before they tick up. and then refinance later. Again, I always say this: my preferred lender, she can refinance you for free, meaning no lender fees. She credits you 1,000 towards the cost, and then so you do have to pay for title, but everything else is free and very economical. So that might be what you do if you get in the good prices now. This is the sweet spot. All right, that was the February market stats. This is Sammy Midler, Austin, Texas Realtor. If you have any questions, you want to buy, sell, invest in Austin, Texas, let me know. And I hope you have a great day. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Oh, you just trying to be comfies? I was just trying to be comfies. Oh, the time to just want to be comfies. Oh, let me just be comfies, please.